Yo, what's uppers? Bring it down just a little bit. There we go. Get Facebook up. What's going on, good people? Let me know where you're chiming in from. Shout out the name of your business or brand. Hashtag no links though. Just give me the name of your business and your brand, man. You never know who wants to connect with you today. The way you think about money is keeping you broke, man. Thanks for the share, D-Boy. Appreciate it. What's going on, Chris Hatter? Top of the morning. Lakeisha's Craft selling diaper cakes in Las Vegas. Appreciate that. What's going on, Mo? Mo knows money in the building. The Minister of Finance in the building. Good morning, you guys. Shout out your brand as you're coming on and let me know what city you're in as well. Chances are there's people watching in your city who may not be commenting but might be saying, hey, I didn't know this brother was in this city. So let me get this shared on my page. And then we'll rock and roll, man. We'll rock and roll. We will rock and roll. All right, so give me 1 second. Go ahead and hit the share button, guys, if you have not already. Would appreciate that. Today it's all about getting your mind right, man, when it comes to the subject of money, right? We're just going to get your mind right. There's some things some myths about money, some common misconceptions, some things that we repeat all the time. I want you to start thinking about what has someone said to you about money that now you realize isn't true. Because I'm going to give you 4 of my all-time favorites, right? And these things, because they're constantly repeated and the way that they are believed, are holding you back, man. So do me a favor and go ahead and hit the share button as I get to the videos so I can share it to my page as well. And then we'll bring our YouTube family in and then we'll rock and roll this morning. I'm excited about this topic. You guys know money is my favorite topic. The only thing that makes money better is when I start talking Black economic empowerment. Empowerment and money is just my favorite, but specifically how it can impact the lives of Black people around the country and around the globe as well. So as you're coming on, drop in the chat where you're from, and then we're gonna have this conversation, man. There we go. Share it now to the public. Bang. All right. Good deal. Let me get YouTube in the fold. All right, and then let's go ahead and start the show officially. Good morning, Black world, and welcome to Talking Money in the Morning Live with your main man, H. Cortez, the one and only financial health mentor to the Black community, everybody's favorite fatherpreneur, where I do my absolute best to bring practical yet proven wealth building strategies to working men and women all over this great nation of ours. It's truly an honor, privilege, and a blessing to come to you live and direct from the Black Wealth Movement Studios here in St. Louis, Missouri. You guys know what it is, man. The Black Wealth Movement is a group of brothers and sisters committed to bringing economic empowerment and community development to the black community. However, we cannot develop our communities without capital. And we cannot empower our communities economically unless we first empower the people in those communities economically. And all empowerment begins with education. So we want to educate our people on how money works, how capitalism works. So if you're looking for some financial coaching, if you're looking for a financial team, if you're looking for a culture and environment, some people that you can plug in with to learn how money works so you can start building multi-generational wealth, it will cost you $35 to start with the Black Wealth Movement and roughly $50 per month to run your own financial education franchise. Right now, think about it like this. 8 out of 10 people who partner with us will get a $200 to $600 increase in their take-home pay on their job. Therefore, the system pays for itself. 8 out of 10 people is going to get a $200 to $600 increase in their take-home pay on their job because of one of the strategies that we teach. So you literally have nothing to lose. And if you decide to rock with us and you give me 30 days to start transforming your mindset, transforming your finances, and we're not going in the same direction, we're not going where you want to go, you can cancel and I will refund your $35. So you literally have nothing to lose to give this a shot. But we literally have so much going on that it's hard to evaluate what we're doing from the outside. You have to get on the inside to make a solid evaluation. So $35 to start, 30 days to transform. If we're not taking you in the right direction, I'll refund you $35. So all you got to do is text Black Wealth Movement to 314-874-6887. Again, if somebody would put that in the chat for me, text Black Wealth Movement to 314-874-6887. And I'll get you some additional information. I wouldn't dare ask you to make a decision based on that little bit of information. I'll send you over our full presentation, our full compensation plan, and a list of what comes included in the membership so you'll know what you're getting your hands on. But it's absolutely phenomenal. Also, do me a huge favor. If you're checking us out on YouTube, then go ahead and hit the subscribe button if you have not already subscribed to the YouTube channel. And make sure you rate the show, whether it's a thumbs up or thumbs down. Just rate the show. Let us know how we're doing. I would love that very, very much if you to do that for me. And then engage with the show, man. Interact. Give me a comment. Shout out where you're from and what city you're from, and a business that you're building, or sometimes you're not yet building a business, but go ahead and speak one into existence. What's on your mind? What do you think you would want to build as a business or a brand? Go ahead and put that out there in the universe, man. I keep telling y'all, all the universe knows how to do is say yes. You're just not asking the right question. All the universe knows how to do is say yes, but you're not asking the right questions. Right? So please engage with the show, and then share the show on Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook, and all that kind of stuff. Also, my women on Facebook, do the same thing for me. If you have not already liked the page, then hit like and then turn on your notifications so you not only get the morning show, but you also get the shows that I do, other live streams throughout the day, midday motivations and things of that nature. Number again, 314-874-6887. 314-874-6887. Text Black Wealth Movement to that number and I'll get you the information that you need to get rolling with us. Today's show is also brought to you by Financial Health Insurance, man. If you do not have life insurance, you want to get yourself covered, man. Do the responsible thing and get yourself covered. Go to financialhealthinsurance.com, fill out the little form, and we can get you a quote today. No obligations, absolutely free. In fact, we also do free policy reviews. So maybe you already have coverage and you're trying to figure out if you have enough coverage, if you have too much coverage. So yeah, fill out that form, and someone will call you within the next 24 to 48 hours, and we'd be happy to make sure that you get covered, if you don't have coverage, but get the right coverage if you need someone to review your policy to make sure you got something good going on. So, like I tell you each and every morning, man, if you're new to the show, I want to let you know exactly what you're in for. This show is for risers and grinders only, man. Extremely positive. We uplift, motivate, and encourage one another, and we want each other to build generational wealth. So this show is for legacy builders, man. You got to be ready to get out and get something in today's economy. If you don't, you won't have nothing. If you're not ready to get out and get something, you won't have anything. Right? So if you have not already shared the stream, share the stream as well, and then continue to give me your business shout out. I'm going to run through the business shout outs here in a second. But who is the show not for? If it's for risers and grinders, if it's for legacy builders, who is it not for? It's not for those people who are pessimistic 24/7. This isn't your show. It's not for people who have a problem with money. They think capitalism is evil. They think wealthy people are jerks. If that's your thought process, please get off my stream. Please get off my stream if that's your thought process, right? And you're not looking to change it. We don't do links there, but I appreciate you putting everything that you do. I want to give you the business shout outs, but if we had everybody putting links in, it would get real ugly real fast. So no links, but definitely let us know what you do in the name of your business and your brand. So, like I tell you each and every morning, I don't have a problem with you not wanting to be wealthy. I only have a problem with you when you have a problem with me wanting to be wealthy. Why does me wanting to be wealthy rub you the wrong way? Oh, I get it. Because my ambition shines a light on your lack of ambition. So you want to discourage me from trying to get wealthy because you don't have the drive to do it yourself. See what I'm saying? So don't let nobody else superimpose their limitations, their lack of ambition, their lack of drive on you. So that's what the show is all about, man. So again, if you have not already shared the stream, please hit the share button for me. And let's get ready to get into today's topic, man. What you believe about money is keeping you broke. What you believe about money is keeping you broke. Let me see who we have on the stream real quick, and then we're going to get going. I know we got Mo Knows Money. We got Lakeisha's Crafts in the building. We got the Minister of Finance also in the building. Beats by the Boy in the building. Let's see. So Clean 3D Mobile Detailing is in the building out of Palm Bay, Florida. Master of Finance is in the building. Yeah, I love it, man. I love it, man. If you're not shouting your brand out, who is? Says right, I've learned so much from you because my family did not teach me what you teach us. Good, I appreciate that. Let's see. Says I'm joining tomorrow. I appreciate that, Karen. Looking forward to working with you. Miles Global Enterprises out of Houston, Texas is in the building. Let's see. Personal economy coach is in the building. All right. It says no homo, but I love this guy right here and what he's doing for the community. Appreciate that, D-Boy. And you know, we grown, man. You don't have to say no homo to say you love a man. That trips me out when people do that, man. But that's something that people put in us, man. And you don't have to say no homo, man, and say you love a brother, man. That's we got it. We need to say that more, man, because I love you too, bro. DB Investment Property is in the building. Impeccable Notary Services. Omaha is in the building. Ray Ray's Soul Food Kitchen. I like it. So we've got a lot of brands represented here today. Office Huddle Print Shop is also in the building. And then SH&H Income Tax Services is in the building as well. Parking Ball is in the building. All right, so let's get into it, man. Learn and Earn Coach. Joseph, I like that. Learn and Earn Coach. All right, cool. So what is it that you're thinking about money that's keeping you broke? I'm going to give you my 4, but then I want you guys to think about what is something that someone has told you about money and you just really believe that and you just kind of just really don't realize it could be holding you back. Number 1, money don't grow on trees. Park Ball and Life Mentoring, Toledo, Ohio. EB Electrical is in the building. Money don't grow on trees, right? That is one that we've all heard growing up. Our parents put that in us because as kids, we asked for everything we saw, and our parents just didn't have it like that to give it to us. So one of the things they would say all the time is, money don't grow on trees. But money does grow. I'm going to say it again. See, money does not grow on trees, but money does grow. But when you tell people money does not grow on trees, they don't think about, okay, money does grow. But if our parents, when we were 8, 9, 10, 11 years old, instead of saying money don't grow on trees, if they said money does grow, and as an inquisitive child, you say, well, okay, Mom, how does money grow? Okay, Dad, how do I get my money to grow? Say, here's what you need to do. You take some, put some in this investment, put some here, or give it to somebody who's going to make something happen with it so it grows and they give some of it back to you. Right? So really, the way that you believe about money is because it doesn't grow on trees. Psychologically, we don't believe it grows at all. It does not grow on trees, but it does grow. So when you learn as a child that money does grow, then instead of spending it, you start thinking about planting it. Right? When people start, if we knew that money grows, you wouldn't spend it first, you would plant it first. You would see it as the seed and not the harvest. You would sow it so that it grows and creates more money. Then you would spend some of the fruits of that harvest. Doesn't grow on trees, but it does grow. So we need to start teaching our children that you can plant $10 today, and that $10 can grow into $100 in a year, in 2 years, in 3 years. We've got to start teaching the right principles with money. And the way I teach my children is I always try to teach them in a way that makes them think without giving them the answer. Why? Because in the school system, they do not teach critical thinking skills as much as they should. They teach you how to memorize and regurgitate facts. We've got to start teaching in a way that causes our children to think. And when they think outside of the box, we can't shun them. We've got to encourage that. So I don't tell my children that money don't grow on trees. I say, man, you need to learn how to invest the little money that you have so it grows for you. And if you want this bad enough, let's figure out how you can flip your money so it grows to more money so you can afford what it is that you want. Right? That is a big one. Money don't grow on trees, right? I want you guys to let me know what are some things that you've heard that made people say, or you realize now that wasn't true, man. People talk to me about this all the time, or I hear people quoting this all the time, and it's not true. Here's another big one that you hear people quoting all the time, right? It says, why do they cut so many trees down? Because they're just not smart, right? They're just not smart. Because there's other things that you could do, and I don't think they cut trees down to make money, but there's certain ways that you can grow a tree to where you can cut the limbs off a tree and make it produce everything that we need wood for and keep the tree alive, right? But you know, it's just crazy how we think and how we operate and how we do things. We're so greedy. We're so thirsty as human beings, man, that we got to have things done certain ways without thinking them all the way through. The second one comes off all the time, man. Especially if you're from the hood, you hear this all the time. It takes money to make money. Who's ever heard of that, right? It takes money to make money. That's another good one. It takes money to make money, right? It's another good one, especially a hood analogy. It takes money to make money. No, it don't. It does not take money to make money. It takes creativity to make money. It does not take money to make money. It takes creativity to make money. When Microsoft wanted to, or when Bill Gates wanted to create Microsoft, he didn't have the money. But what he had was an idea of a personal computer in every home. His creativity allowed him to present that to Paul Allen, who did have the money, and he invested $50,000 into the idea of what Microsoft could become when Bill Gates had no money. So which came first? The idea or the money? The creativity or the money? The imagination or the money? It didn't take money for Bill Gates to manifest $50,000. It took imagination. It did not take money for Bill Gates to manifest $50,000. It took imagination. It took creativity. It took vision, foresight. Those are the things from which wealth really stem. Right? That's where the money actually came from. It wasn't money first, then the idea. No, the creativity and the idea always precedes the money. If no one ever had any ideas, then no one would be making any money. So it doesn't take money to make money. And here's why you have to be careful with that. Because you think it takes money to make money, you have this grand idea but no money, and now you shelf the idea. You might have an idea that could literally change the world, but because you've been hearing all your life, it takes money to make money, and because you have no money, you think the idea is not valid because you don't have any money to pull it off. You stop thinking on the idea, you stop developing the idea, you stop seeing how it could actually come to be, and you kill the idea because somebody in your youth told you it takes money to make money, and you believe that. What you believe about money is keeping you broke. What you believe about money is keeping you broke. Dr. Dennis Kimbrough says every year, every person on this planet is given up to 4 ideas dropped in their spirit from the Most High. Dropped in that spirit from the Most High, that if they would follow through and implement and bring those ideas to life, it would make them wealthy. Right? Jeremy says you need the perfect job to make money. Nope. If you understand what we do at the Black Wealth Movement, it's not about job. It's not about income. It's about cash flow. I don't care what job you're doing today. I can coach you through, even if you're making minimum wage, living in your mom's basement, I can coach you on what to do with that money to free up cash flow to start growing wealth from scratch, based on some simple strategies that will buck everything that you've learned about money, because what you believe about money is keeping you broke. Some people are saying, hey, I'm just going to blow this money because this job that I have right now is not really a real job. So I can't make anything happen for real with this job. So I'm just going to blow and spend this money. But when I get this promotion, then I'm going to start building wealth. I'm going to start doing this, that, and the other. It's not about income, it's about cash flow. So I don't want you to think, because when you get this bright idea about changing the world and becoming the next Google, becoming the next Twitter, the next Snapchat, becoming the next Bill Gates or the next I don't know, the next Jay-Z or whoever, right? Don't think that you got to have the money first to execute the idea. No, it's the idea, it's the creativity. Flesh that thing all out and show people how it can change the world, and the money will follow, right? So really quickly, let me jump into today's quote of the day. Today's quote of the day says, "It is the first duty of every man not to be poor." This is George Bernard Shaw. It is the first duty of every man not to be poor. What happens if we start teaching our children that? See, we tell them that a man has to be a provider, but then we limit them in the way in which they can provide for their family. I tell my sons all the time, the first thing a man has to be is responsible. Right? First thing a man has to be is responsible. Second thing a man has to do is be a problem solver. And as a man with a family, the first problem you have to solve is provision. You got to be responsible first. Responsible for your actions, your lack of actions, responsible for the words that come out of your mouth, responsible for the words that don't come out of your mouth. First thing a man has to be is responsible. Second thing a man has to be is a problem solver. When a man starts to develop a family, the first problem he has to solve is provision. How am I going to provide for this family? And then we tell our children, our young men, that you got to provide for your family, but then we put them in a box as to how they must provide. Go to school, get good grades so you can get a good job and feed your family. We put them in a box. That's not the only way you can feed your family, man. But again, we're talking about stuff, the way we think about money is keeping us broke. Stuff that has been passed down to us over and over and over and over. It is the first duty of every man not to be poor. George Bernard Shaw. Today's daily book excerpt is brought to you by Monetize My Life Academy. Guys, if you're serious about your business and your brand and you're not investing in your branding and marketing, I'm telling you, you're losing the opportunity, because if you're building a business and not focusing on building a brand, you're not really building a sustainable business. So what I want you to do is first go over to monetizemylifeacademy.com, grab your free ebook, Easy Online Incomes. And that's a good way for those who don't have businesses yet. You can start learning how making money online works, and there's some different strategies in there that you can apply. Start making you some money online, man. Create your business, change your W-4, bring some extra money back into your household. Use that to eliminate your debt. Use that to start investing in the business to get it to grow. But if you already have a business and you're saying, man, I need to add email marketing to my business. You already have a business. Say, you know what? I'm not really optimizing social media for my business right now. I'm on fleek when it comes to my personal profile, but I need to get my business profile up. Then Monetize My Life Academy has the courses, the ebooks, the webinars, everything you need to really take your business to another level. So the website is monetizemylifeacademy.com. www.monetizemylifeacademy.com. And once you go over there to the homepage, you'll see you put in your name and email and grab your free ebook, Easy Online Incomes. And that'll kind of open your mind to the world of internet marketing, online marketing, affiliate marketing, other streams of passive income using the internet, social. It kind of really, I started my online career with a book very similar to that, and just opened my eyes to a whole new world. So Monetize My Life Academy, today's daily book excerpt. So you guys got some good ones coming up, and some of you guys have some of the same ones I did. Another one that you hear all the time is you got to work hard for every dime you get. You got to work hard for every dime you get. And the next time someone tells you that, or the next time you see someone walking around with their chest poked out, talking about how hard they work for every dime they get, just know in the back of your mind that person is financially illiterate. That person that's screaming, man, I work hard for all my money. Well, you're a sucker. If you work hard for all your money, you're financially illiterate. You're a sucker. Because you don't want to be working hard. Because guess what? The day gonna come when your body gonna give out. And you can't work hard for all your money. Then, how are you going to feed yourself? How are you going to clothe yourself? How are you going to put a roof over your head when the day comes when you're not physically able to work for all your money? So you got to understand that you got to figure out how to get money working for you. You got to understand how to accumulate assets that's going to kick you out some money. You got to understand how to get business systems working for you. Yeah, that's a sucker move, being financially illiterate. But you hear that all the time. Man, if you want something, you got to get out here and work hard for it. You have to work hard for some of the dimes you get. But when you're financially literate, you don't mind working hard 3, 4, 5 years, 10 years to accumulate a few dimes. Then you're going to put those dimes to work for you. And you will earn income the rest of your life based on how hard those few dimes you worked hard for are now working for you. But people love that, especially us black people, right? Because we came out of slavery, because we know we've been forced to be hard-working people. That's just one of the things that we've been ingrained in us, man. Just we got to work twice as hard to get the same stuff as other cultures and all that kind of stuff. Man, nah, you better learn how to put your money to work for you, right? Yeah, so true. I was definitely raised to think it takes money to make money. Nope, it takes creativity. That's what I've been told as I was young. Yep, a lot of us have been told the same thing, man. I need to link up with you, City Boy. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Send me what we talked about yesterday. Says money is scarce, right? That is a big miss. That's another one. That's another one. Scarcity in its totality, not just when it comes to money. Scarcity, period, is a made up, man-made concept. You don't believe me? I'll prove it to you. Everything that has ever come to be on this planet comes from the earth. You guys agree? Yes or yes? Everything comes from the earth, right? We know that we have a homelessness problem or epidemic throughout the world. But if all houses are made from trees, made from clay, sand, and straw, why do we have a homelessness problem in the country, in the world? Because scarcity is made up. When you can limit the amount of a thing, that's how inflation, that's how supply and demand is created. There is literally enough trees on this planet to build everybody a 10,000 square foot mansion, all 8 billion of us. Scarcity is a man-made concept so that the monetary system will work. Scarcity is a man-made concept which drives the monetary system. So we start to believe that certain things have a certain amount of value because of how scarce they are. You guys know how many diamonds there are in the world? If you guys, if the few people who owns all the diamond mines would not be hoarding all the diamonds, you wouldn't be paying hundreds of dollars for diamonds. You wouldn't be paying anything for diamonds. That's how plentiful diamonds are on the planet. A couple families figured that out, and they actually have vaults full of diamonds so they can control the amount of diamonds in the marketplace so that you will believe that they're scarce. And when you believe that they're scarce, you pay more money for things that are in a limited supply. Nobody killed each other over diamonds in Africa because diamonds were everywhere. When people started making them scarce, that's when all the stuff started to happen, when you start getting blood diamonds and all that kind of stuff, man. Scarcity is a man-made concept that's completely false. God produces everything in abundance. That's why everything creates seeds from its own kind and more than what. So a single person will can have up to 50 kids if they wanted to. A single tree produces how many seeds? A single apple has how many seeds in it, right? Everything produces more than itself. I do a little gardening in the back yard. I can take one cotton seed, plant that one seed. It creates a cotton plant that will produce 1,000 seeds. That's how God's system works. There is no scarcity outside of the construct that man has created. Outside of the construct that man has created, right? So that was another big one is you got to work hard for every dime that you get, man. No, you got to work hard for some of the dimes you get, but you better put some of those dimes to work for you. Right, Madam C.J. Walker became the first black self-made millionaire with no money. Absolutely, yeah. Good morning. Thanks for accepting invites, everyone. Cool. All right. Work harder, not smarter. Yep. What's going on? Future Leaders LLC is in the building. All right, I'm just trying to get to some of your comments. It makes so much sense, but so many of us have just don't get it. That's where the Black Wealth Movement comes in. Yeah, we're trying to teach our people, man. Scarcity teaches lack. And a lack mentality is what's causing a lot of us to stay broke, man. We have a lack mentality. It says there is no scarcity. The sovereign creator created everything in abundant overflow. Absolutely. Yep. This is true life-changing information. I appreciate that, Henry Doris. All right, so real quick, I'm going to go over the one more, and I think all of you guys have put that in there. I'm going to go over one more, and then I'm going to give you my 5 critical steps to building wealth, right? My 5 critical steps to building wealth. But let me do the daily book excerpt. Comes from my book, Monetize My Life, 4 incredibly simple ways to profit from your passions with little to no money or startup money. This aspect is called Teach What You Know. Since now that you're overcoming your fear of selling, one of the ways that you will profit from what you know is by teaching it. You know something so well that others will pay you to teach them what you know, how to do what you do, or where you acquire that knowledge. We are all experts at something. Most times we just don't realize we're experts. Oftentimes it's because we're always looking up to those who know more than us. Hence, we don't see all the people looking up to us because we know more than them. Another thing we must realize is the different levels of expertise. I told you before that I'm a youth basketball coach and trainer. My experience is playing the game extends through the high school level. However, I didn't play college ball or in the pros, but that doesn't mean I can't teach the game of basketball at my level of expertise. One of my companies, Solid Foundation Athletic Academy, teaches basketball at a fundamental level. I don't profess to be an expert at training college kids to get them ready for the pros because that's not my expertise. I can, however, teach kids to get ready for middle school and high school ball because that is my level of expertise and where I have my experience. So you guys got to know that you're all an expert at something. You want to make some money? Take what you know, take what you're passionate about, and transform that into a business. Take what you know, package it up, and present it to the marketplace for sale. We all have something that we're passionate about. We all know something better than most people, so much so that they will pay us for what we know, to teach them, to help them, buy products and services from us because of what we know. But then you have to understand that you find your marketplace based on your level of expertise, right? Find your market based on your level of expertise. Can a fourth grader teach a first grader? Absolutely. Because they've been through the first grade already. Some of us are saying that I can't teach, I can't make any money teaching what I know because I'm not here yet. Okay, you're not here yet. I get you. But you're here. So what does that mean for you? That means you can teach all the people down here how to get here. And when they get there, you transition them to another coach or mentor, and that person can take them the rest of the way. But that don't mean there's not a place for you. Some people would rather learn from someone who was just 2 steps ahead of them instead of learning from somebody who's already at the top. Right? It says, I've been telling people that for years. Focus on paper money is also limiting so many of us. That is true. That is true. There's many forms of wealth. So today's daily book excerpt was brought to you by Monetize My Life. I want you guys, if you're interested in grabbing both of my books, plus some coaching from me, I have 2 offers for you today. If you go to books.financialhealthmentor.com, books.financialhealthmentor.com, you can grab both of my books, Financial Health Traffic Report and Monetize My Life, right? If you go to books.financialhealthmentor.com, I've got 2 offers. You can get my book and coaching package. I have 3 different packages. You can get them for 50% off. Any one of them you can get for 50% off. Starts at $37, go up to $100. Right? You can get any one of them for 50% off. They all come with coaching. They all come with memberships to my Monetize My Life. So you get a 1 month or a 2 month or a 3 month membership with this package and some coaching. Right? Or you can pay full price and double your order. So maybe you know somebody you want to bless with these books. So if you pay full price, you get 2 books. You get double the coaching time and you get double the amount of time I say you get free in Monetize My Life Academy. That makes sense? So you get you can get a 50% discount across the board on either one of those memberships, any one of those packages rather, or you can pay regular price and I double the offer. Make sense? That is go to books.financialhealthmentor.com. So let me finish up this last one. You guys all put this in the comments as one of the things that you're told all the time. And it's not true. They say money is the root of all evil. And we know that if you put that in full context, it says the love of money is the root of all evil. But let's just deal with money as the root of all evil, right? Money is the root of all evil. I think Kanye West said it best when he said, having money is not everything, not having it is. Who thinks about money more, a rich person or a poor person? Who thinks about money more, a rich person, person who's wealthy, an abundance of resources, or the person who has none? Right? It's the person who has none who thinks about money more. Now, don't get me wrong. Wealthy people have their money problems. But poor people literally have to think about money almost every decision they make. Want to get something to eat? Got to think about my money. Want to take the family out? Got to think about my money. That's going to dictate where we go. Want to send my kid to school? Got to think about my money. That's going to determine which school I can send them to. Right? You have to think about money all the time, or your lack thereof all the time, when you're limited in your resources. Right? Date night for my wife, got to think about my money, because that will determine where I can go on a date night. Right? Lights on in the house, got to think about my money. Man, turn them lights off. You running up my light bill. Right? Stop the sink from dripping. Running up my water bill. Stop that toilet from running. Running up the water. See, having money is not everything. Not having money becomes it. When you don't have money, it's on your mind, constantly clouding your judgment. The lack of money is the root of all evil. Not money is the root of all evil. The lack of money is the root of all evil. But when they say that out of context like that, even when they say it in context, there is also a underlining connotation that says you should not be trying to pursue money. Well, how am I going to pay my bills if I don't pursue money? So it's the funniest thing, and we do this to our children, and it's been done to. It's the funniest thing. They say don't try to get rich. You shouldn't try to get rich. Don't be focused on money. But the whole reason you telling me to go to school is for what? Money is the root of all evil, but the very reason you're telling me to go to school, get good grades, and get an education is for what? So I can go get this thing that causes all evil. That's why we're losing our children. Because I'm like, they're smart enough to know now that mom, dad, teacher, principal, counselor, y'all on some BS. Y'all on some BS. Here's a perfect example of being on some BS. You got a kid who's a superstar athlete as a freshman in college, has the option to go to the NBA, and everybody's mad and saying he should stay in school and get his degree. Tell me again, what's the purpose of getting the degree? The purpose of getting the degree is so I can get a job to make money to feed my family. So if that's the purpose of getting the degree, you're going to tell me to not go into the NBA early where I can get millions to feed my family, pass that up to stay in school to be able to make thousands to feed my family? That's why our kids are like, man, y'all adults are on some BS. It's not making any sense. It's just, we're telling them one thing that society is having us putting into them, and then at the same time, we're talking with a forked tongue. We're talking with a forked tongue. Oh, you don't want to be wealthy. You don't. Yeah. Don't be out there chasing no money, man. Just do things. Okay, Dad, I'm not gonna be out here chasing money. But then when I ask you for some money, Dad, you say money don't grow on trees. Somebody got to be chasing some money, Dad, because clearly you're not, because you don't never have none. Right? So we got to watch how we're allowing society to program us, because by default, we're programming our children the same way. Right, the game of nothingness. Game of nothingness. So we got to watch how we do that. Break the programming on us, man. I try to be so wide open with how I allow my children to think, because we can't, you don't want to put your children in a box. right? Appreciate that, wealthy artist. I didn't see you jumping in over there on YouTube. We cannot allow this programming to continue to be passed down one generation to the next. See, we talk about, here's another one. Here's another one. We talk about generational curses as if we're not the ones perpetuating the curse. Right? You guys remember those movies where you have witches and you have wizards and they cast spells. How? How do you cast a spell? If you're a witch or wizard, you cast a spell with the spoken word. And the words we're speaking over our children are the words that are casting the generational spell or the generational curse over our children. So we've got to transition the way that we think. We've got to break the shackles of limited thinking and lack thinking ourselves so that our children will start thinking more freely and thinking more abundantly, thinking more creatively. It's one of the things that the school system is really, really good at is boxing you in and controlling and keeping you from thinking creatively. And when you do think creatively, then it causes a problem in a teacher's system, right? My son and I had this conversation. Said, "Dad, why?" I read something that said Einstein got put out of school for asking questions. I said, "No, son. He didn't get put out of school for asking questions. He got put out of school for questioning the teacher. It's not asking questions that got him put out of school. Questioning the teacher got him put out of school. Because when you say this as a teacher, and I can think critically and I can think logically, I say, wait a minute, that doesn't make any sense. And then you try to rebut that with some more bull crap, right? And then you're going down a rabbit hole of even more stuff that don't make sense. And now I got to question you on that. And it got to the point where it's like, dude, get out of here. Get out of here. Right? So I teach my children how to question the teachers. Because that keeps them sharp, keeps them thinking critically. You don't just take anything anybody say at face value. I hope you guys aren't taking what I say at face value. You're going to go and do your research. So I teach my children how to question, not necessarily to get yourself in trouble in school. And they kind of know how far to go, but no, that don't make a whole lot of sense. Why would they do that? That don't make sense. And you kind of, okay, all right, cool. I see you getting pissed off. All right, we're going to drop it. We're going to leave it at that. But I want you to know that I know there's some BS, right? There's nothing wrong with that. 5 critical steps to building wealth real quick, and we're out. If you're going to build wealth for yourself, you need these 5 critical steps. The first thing you have to do is define what wealth is for you. So many times we're going after things that other people have defined for them. You may not need $1 billion to do what you're doing, to answer your call. I need $1 billion. So wealth to me is I'm chasing $1 billion so that I can do the things that I feel I've called and put on this earth to do. You have to define what that is for you. If you don't create a target to shoot or aim at, then when you're aiming at nothing, you hit it every time. So what is a picture of wealth for you? It's number 1. Define what wealth means to you. Number 2, it seems elementary, but it really isn't. This is really probably the most powerful. Number 2, you have to decide to be wealthy. See, some of you guys, when you've bought into some of these things that people have told you all your life, you have not decided to be wealthy because you have these conflicts about money going on in your head. So by default, you've decided to not be wealthy. See, even when you don't make a decision, you've made a decision. The word decision is the opposite of the word incision. Decision means to cut away. Incision means to cut in. So when you make a decision, you cut away all the excuses and you just get the thing done, right? So number 2, you have to decide to be wealthy. If you've decided to be wealthy, I want you to put decide in the comments. If you're making your declaration right now today to be wealthy and you're going to do what it takes to become wealthy, I want you to put decide in the comments right now. Number 3, once you've decided to be wealthy, you're going to have to draw up a plan to get you there. You have to draw up a plan. Okay? You've decided to get wealthy. How you going to do it? Who you going to partner with? What books are you going to read? What seminars are you going to go to? Who you going to follow? Who's going to mentor you? Who's going to coach you? Once you decide, then you got to draw up a plan. Who's doing what you're doing, who's already wealthy, so that you can follow them? Right? Draw up a plan. It's number 3. Number 4, you have to be disciplined to execute the plan. And that's why the decision is so important. Because once I decided and I draw up the plan, there's no choice but to be disciplined to execute. Number 4, you got to be disciplined to execute the plan. Right? And number 5, you got to disassociate yourself from people that will not help you or support you in the pursuit of being wealthy. Yeah, the books are books.financialhealthmentor.com. Books with an S, plural, books.financialhealthmentor.com. You got to disassociate yourself. You got 2 choices with me, man. You're either going to help me build or you're going to support the building process. If you're not in one of those 2 categories, you got to get from around me. You guys understand? Number 5, you got to disassociate yourself, man. You got 2 choices. If you're not going to help me build and you're not even going to support the building process, get from around me, man. Get away from around me. And that goes for family members. That goes from friends of 30 years. No, I don't got to stop loving you as my friend from 30 years. But if you're not supporting the building process, you're not helping me build, get from around me. Now, here's what's so staggering about that. Here's what's so staggering about that. Some of you are laying next to the person who is your biggest detractor. Some of you are laying next to the person every night who will not support or help you build. And I feel some type of way about that, because that's a tough place to be in. It's gotta be. Now, I've never had that, man. My wife makes me feel like I can take over the world. So every day I put my feet on the side of the bed. Damn it, that's what I try to do. So I don't know how that works for some people, but that's got to be a tough place to be. I'm trying to build, and your significant other, that's got to be a tough place to be. Some of you guys have parents who brought you in this world and never supported a single thing you've done all your life. All they've done has been critical. Got to be a tough place to be. My mom, since I was 11 years old, been telling me I'm going to be this successful entrepreneur. I didn't even know what an entrepreneur is. Very spiritual lady. She went and had someone prophesy over us, and a prophet said to her, this one right here is going to be an entrepreneur. And my mom had told me that every day for almost my whole life from the time she heard that. But some of you, I get it. You got parents who have never supported you. That's got to be a tough place to be. But you got to find a way to put some distance between you and them. I'm not saying go divorce your mate. I'm not saying go end your relationship. I'm saying you got to find some time away from them where you can build. And what I would do if I was in that situation where I didn't have a supportive spouse, I would say, hey, I get that you don't like what I'm doing. You don't support what I'm doing, but we got this thing. We're here. And before we got together, this wasn't a part of the picture. But here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take 2 hours every day and I'm going to go get this done. And all I need for you to do, if you're not going to support me, you're not going to help me, all I need for you to do is not say anything at all about what I'm doing. And guess what? When we're together, I'm never going to bring up what I'm doing so that we don't have that problem. But I'm going to do this. I'm going to build this for our family, whether you agree with it or not. There's some things that you can do so you don't have to end your relationship. Mom, when we come around one another, Dad, when we get together, I will ask for you to give me the respect that you will not belittle this project that I'm working on. And when I come around you, I'm not even going to bring the project up. We're just going to be son and daughter, father and son, whatever. Right? But I don't need you, someone who I love and respect and greatly admire, shooting down what I'm trying to do. 5 things, man. Define what wealth means to you. Make a decision once and for all. You're going to be wealthy or not. Because if you're not going to be wealthy, you could be stopping yourself from being something else. Decide to be wealthy. Draw up a plan. Discipline yourself to execute the plan, and then disassociate yourself from anyone not supporting or helping you build. And then we go from there, man. We go from there. So really quick, shout out to my sponsors for today. Yeah, that's a tough one to hear, Jeff, but it be like that sometimes, man. It be like that sometimes. You just have people that you're really close to and they just won't support you for nothing. But today's sponsor was the Black Wealth Movement. If you guys want to join the Black Wealth Movement, again, it's $35. $50 per month. You guys see what we teach, what we learn. It's all about building multi-generational wealth. It's all about leaving legacies for your family. If you can stretch and cover $50 a month to be a part of a network of people who are growing in their financial IQ so that you can go to the next level, then absolutely text Black Wealth Movement to 314-874-6887. Or you can click on the link in the description, moreinfo.joincorteznow.com. Also, Monetize My Life Academy. It's $40 a month if you want to get some branding and marketing tools. And here's what's cool about me. If you join for just 1 month and you want to go in there and download some of the ebooks and just own that stuff and cancel I don't care, man. I just want you to win. I just want you to, but just know this, every month I'm putting new information in there. Every month we do new live trainings in there. So you might want to keep it for a couple months, but if you want to just go and get in there and go download your 15 of our top ebooks or whatever, I don't care, man. I just want you to win. Just want you to win. Also, books.financialhealthmentor.com. I have 3 packages where you get books, coaching, and a subscription to Monetize My Life Academy for 1 month, 2 months, or 3 months. If you pay full price, then you can double your order. If you want a 50% discount, shoot me an inbox and I'll get you a coupon code where it takes 50% off, and then you just get everything that you see on the screen, right? So the love of money is the root of all evil. It takes money to make money. Those are things that we heard, but really the lack of money is the root of all evil, and it doesn't take money to make money. It takes creativity. And then finally, Financial Health Insurance, my other sponsor. Be sure to do the responsible thing, man. If you do not have insurance, life insurance, get yourself some coverage, man. It's not as expensive as you think. Just put it right into your budget, man. Give your family the peace of mind that they deserve. Right? Says, what's the difference between 40 and 50, sir? Okay, so Monetize My Life Academy is for someone who already has a business and they're looking for some branding and marketing tips. The Black Wealth Movement is your own financial education business. We're going to teach you how to build wealth from scratch. I think if you do not have a business, you go with the Black Wealth Movement, and I will teach you branding and marketing strategies as part of that network, right? Monetize My Life Academy is more for people who are not part of the Black Wealth Movement, but they want some branding and marketing coaching. If you join the Black Wealth Movement, you're going to get branding and marketing coaching as part of that program. So I think you want Black Wealth Movement because you want the tax strategies, you want the tools and the resources to build generational wealth. So I think that's where you would go, and you will get a lot of the teaching, education, and training for that they get in Monetize My Life Academy. That's for people who are not part of the Black Wealth Movement and they're building other businesses. So that's the main difference. But I think you want to be a part of the Black Wealth Movement to build generational wealth. So till I talk to you guys tomorrow, you guys know tomorrow is Free Business Coaching Fridays. Come back with your questions about building your brand, expanding your business, taking it to another level, and we will get that stuff all together. It says knowledge 10%, environment 40%, and character 50%. I love that, Jude. I love that, man. I really do. So until I talk to you guys tomorrow, I want you to get your money up because you absolutely can do it. But more importantly, it says, yes, need the full package. Thank you. Yep. So get with the Black Wealth Movement. Text me, Victoria, or I'll inbox you when we're done. Until I talk to you tomorrow, I want you to get your money up because you absolutely can do it. But more importantly, you deserve it. Each and every one of you. Peace out, y'all.